This video is on my almost complete new 50-gallon frag tank. This was supposed to be just a weekend or two project. It's now almost 2 months in, and I'm not quite finished, but I'm pretty close. This is a Zoomed's lowboy frag tank. It's 4 feet long, 2 feet wide, and 10 inches high. It's part of my fish room, which is not really a traditional fish room. I just have a nano reef, which is quite a mess, my quarantine system, and a bunch of other fish stuff, including the frag system. Everything is run independently, and there's no filtration for the main tanks in here. This replaces my old 55-gallon frag tank, which is now just the sump. In the sump, all there really is a filter stock and live rock and a return pump. You can see I've got a black box over the tank. That's just over the SPS. I am working on replacing all the lighting. I have a new T5 fixture, which I've hung with galvanized steel. I really am not a big fan of DIY projects, but this one somehow didn't end in disaster. The one thing I had to do was add a small chain to keep it level, but other than that, it went pretty much according to plan. I have it hung pretty high deliberately. That's just so I can work in the tank and look from the top down. I probably will lower it eventually, but right now I don't even have proper lighting in it. I'm actually using 2 of the 6400K bulbs that came with this fixture. This is just a $99 Amazon fixture, but the reflectors are decent. It seems to be working good. I'll be switching out the bulbs to proper reef lighting hopefully next week. The tank is pretty full right now, so I'm going to show some of the corals. Again, this is super white, almost a yellow light, so nothing's going to look that great, but the tank is pretty full right now. First the SPS, which are under the black box, so these guys are actually the right colors. It's mostly just that one green acro that I continually propagate, as well as some of my own frags, which I feel like they do better in here, so I haven't moved them to other tanks. Under the T5s, I've got all kinds of different softies, mostly zoos and pallies, some groundies. These are all new frags that I've just done. The Asterina starfish in here have gotten a couple of them, but most of them are doing okay. I still have a million Kenya tree frags. Hopefully I'll be getting rid of some of these again soon. I do have a nice hammer colony, which is going in my display tank. I'm going to frag it first, though. This is about 20 pom-pom xenofrags. They are still all removable, even though it looks like it's just one big solid mat. You can kind of see this is the color it should be. This is the color it is under the T5s. Still got lots of these toadstools, and even though they don't look it, they are pretty neon. I have one real tiny one, which is right here. I'm almost certain that these guys reproduced sexually in the old frag tank. I found quite a few little tiny toadstools that were just a couple of polyps each. I glued a bunch of them down, but most of them ended up blowing away. This one, however, is actually growing. This chalice here is probably my favorite piece. Even under these yellow lights, you can see it's got all kinds of colors on it, and it's encrusting quite well. This is my fast-growing chalice, and then some other pretty dull-looking ones. Got some miscellaneous mushrooms. And somehow I've filled this tank up pretty much all the way already. The next time I shoot a video, it will be with a proper camera, and hopefully the corals will be under proper lighting. The one thing I will be doing is getting rid of this black box and adding some spotlight LEDs. This is just so that I can have more lighting over the SPS corals. Since this is a frag tank that is got everything from softies to acros, I don't need even light distribution. I guess that's about it. It's a pretty simple system. Again, no filtration. There are only a couple of little power heads at the corner. That's another thing that we'll have to increase, but it's working for now. All these corals are looking good. Thanks for watching, and happy reefing.